Hey guys, Kiwi here. In this video, I'll be breaking down and discussing the characters Daryl and Connie from Season 9 of The Walking Dead. With that being said, major warning of spoilers for everything in the show up to episode 913, and let's jump right into this. So, Daryl's actor Norman Reedus has previously stated that he's open to Daryl eventually finding a significant other, male or female, doesn't matter, just if it feels natural and works well with the story. Daryl is the asexual type who only does that sort of thing once he acquires a strong connection for someone, such as the connection he has with Carol, or possibly a new connection he may create with Connie, but we haven't yet seen him match up with anyone during the apocalypse. Daryl did flirt with Carol in Season 2, and people felt like he had a strong connection with Beth or even Rosita, but he hasn't gotten together with anyone yet, even for a fling, regardless of how badly fans kind of want to ship him for some reason. There's definitely a lot of people who are obsessed with grouping characters into couples, but I agree that couples, shouldn't be really forced for no reason, and that they should only be naturally occurring if the two people genuinely have chemistry and hit it up, and it's good for the story and their character arcs. All that good stuff. And with that being said, I didn't think I'd really be the one to create an entire video on shipping a possible couple, but Connie and Daryl actually seem like they have good chemistry together, and so I feel like this could actually be a fitting possibility, and so I feel like it's, worth to discuss it, opposed from just the random ships that we see all the time. So currently in the show, they've brought together Connie and Daryl due to a common ideal that they just simply don't approve of the way that the Whispers treat their own, and that it's not a place for Lydia or Henry to be. Daryl wants to look after Henry because of Carol, and Connie just can't stop thinking about them following the night after she saved a baby from the Whispers, giving it up to the zombies. At first, it felt extremely random Connie having anything to do with this, and that they were just kind of throwing her in there for the hell of it, but this actually started to grow on me. This Daryl-Connie duo is a tag team I wouldn't have thought of, but the stars have seemed to have aligned for them to group up and set out with that common goal. I'm always down for giving the characters from Magnus Group more screen time and development, as long as it's not a waste of time and it's not taking away from anything else, as they were extremely underused in the comics. If we're gonna have this arc with Daryl going after Henry anyways, we might as well have Connie, tag along with him and get that extra development. Because not only, giving Magnus Group more screen time is a good thing in my opinion, not only that, but taking one of them out of their group and having them interact with a main character that we already know and love, that'll just help grow the character even more so, such as Connie going out on this mission with Daryl. Regardless of if they actually become a couple or not, I believe that they'll create a form of trust and friendship that feels original to the show, considering their personalities and situations. Fans joke about how they'd be a good couple because Connie is deaf and Daryl rarely speaks anyways, and when he does, it's just in grunts and grumbles. But all jokes aside, even though the dialogue has gotten much better this season for Season 9, he still has that characteristic for sure, and I kinda gotta agree with them being a quiet power couple, at least possibly, right? So, are they a good match? Do they work well together? Well, we'll just have to wait and see if they continue to have Daryl and Connie interact more after they finish this whole mission with the Whispers and Beta and Henry and all that, but at least they'll be able to vouch for each other and trust each other more afterwards during any sort of future situation. I still believe that Carol and Daryl should end up together. I mean, back in the earlier seasons, it was even to the point that the actors were declaring themselves couples, but, if Carol's gonna be with Ezekiel for now, which I think is fine, we don't even know how long Ezekiel's going to be on the show for anyways. In the meantime, Daryl could match up with Connie. I'm not saying anything will happen too quickly, maybe not even by the end of the season, but if Daryl and Connie grow a strong friendship that lasts into Season 10, and Connie actually survives until then, their strong connection could eventually develop into a romantic one, just like Michonne and Rick. They were well-trusted friends ever since Michonne brought Judith a baby formula for Rick shortly after Lori died back in Season 3 at the prison, but Rick was obviously dealing with Lori's death and Judith and everything else, so the last thing on his mind was a rebound girl. It wasn't until they were settled in Alexandria that they finally decided to get it on and create that relationship, and a similar situation may happen with Daryl and Connie. And who knows, they've done things such as bring back Morales just because fans wouldn't shut up about it, so if tons of fans vocalize that they think Daryl and Connie naturally belong together, they could consider it for Seasons 10 and 11 comment if they haven't yet already, which, you know, they probably have. And by all means, I'm definitely not saying to annoyingly spam the actors or the show creators. None of that. We don't want to see what happened to Eugene's actor during seasons 7 and 8. He actually closed down his social media because he was so annoyed and bothered by the trolls hating Eugene as a character. But if you do agree that Connie and Daryl are a great match, feel free to, you know, politely voice your opinion either on social media, tweet Talking Dead, or even if you go to a convention Q&A, if you manage to make it out to a Walker Stalk or a Comic-Con, just let them know, you know, let them know that Daryl and Connie work together if you think so. So let me know what you guys think about them down below, and also feel free to leave any questions or video topics that you might want me to cover in a future video for Season 9. Again, thanks for all the support as I've been getting over my cold. I'm definitely on the path to a quick recovery, but I don't want to overdo myself, so I'd appreciate a like on the video if you enjoyed anything I've said today, or even subscribe for more Walking Dead content in the near future. Check out my Patreon and follow me on Twitter as well, link to both of those in the description. I'm fairly active on Twitter, and I'm always posting everything I can involving the Walking Dead universe. But anyways guys, as always, I thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out!